Majority, 95% of our clients have an AI-empowered appointment setup, such as on your side now, Elaina, you've got Jack, Mr. Jackie Wood.
Yes.
How's that been going? What have you found that's great about that?
I feel that it frees up some space for me to be able to attend the appointments and do other tasks within the business to alleviate some of the workload. And the great aspect here is, since by doing this, I have actually employed a new team member, a sales associate, which now I can actually expand my business, which is wonderful.
Out of the 43 appraisals, Elaina, out of the 43 appraisals we booked you, has there been any time wasters, or what have you found that really benefits from that?
We worked out a way to filter through that. So obviously asking the right questions. The great aspect here is, like, obviously with the sales aspect, the 3 listings I've secured with Icon Media, 2 of them are above $1.2 million, which is Some Realty is a boutique real estate agency in Stepney, which is attached to a business hub and a building company as well. So we are in expansion. Icon Media has helped get the word out a lot quicker, more efficiently, with less of a, or what we're doing here is placing an ad, people are reaching out to us, and that's better engagement, and that's a better quality of professionalism.
Elaina Picken, how are you today?
Good, Beckham. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Good, thanks. You've been well?
Been really well, thank you. Thank you kindly for asking. How's everything going on your side?
It's nice. The weather's nice. Business is good. Business is booming as always. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Elaina. What do you do?
I have a boutique real estate agency called Mason Realty. I've been in the real estate industry professionally since 2021.
Yeah.
And it took me 2 years to discover that I wanted to open up my own agency, especially in Adelaide. So it's been an interesting transition, but at the same time, I've been in the building industry since 2017. Okay. So I have vast knowledge on the building and real estate game here in Adelaide.
I hear you. How long were you in that industry for before real estate?
2017.
Since 2017?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What has it been building up to your career? What did you used to do?
Well, I was working in advertising, and that was when I came back to Australia in 2015. But prior, I was an international flight attendant for Air New Zealand.
Oh, beautiful. Why real estate, Elaina? Why real estate now?
I've always had a passion for real estate. I was building my portfolio in New Zealand, and then when I moved across back home to South Australia, I reignited my passion for building, construction, and real estate. And I just feel like I have more of a innate comfortability in real estate.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. Since we started working together, one thing when we first met, one thing I learned about you is you're very easy to connect with, and you really care about people. Which is pretty rare. It can be pretty rare in today's society. That's one thing that really stood out to me about you, Elaina. And do you feel like real estate is really fulfilling for you, or what's the best thing about real estate?
I love the end-to-end service, to see a client in a situation that they want to fulfill their real estate goals, and them being able to help with the end-to-end service. My partner has a building company called I Form Built, and we do have a renovation team that coincide with both building as well as real estate. So we have that ability to connect our vendors to update their house a lot more effectively and more cost effectively prior to sale to maximize the sales price.
Beautiful. Wow, pretty technical. We've been working together, Mason Realty and Icon Media Co, for about 8 to 9 months now. Is that correct? Or
yes, correct.
Time flies. It feels like we just met yesterday. It's crazy.
It's great to have a support, because when I started Mason Realty, it was just myself working in the industry for 2 years. To have a brand awareness and to branch out of the boutique style agency I created, I needed the support. And the wonderful thing about it is that the leads are from people who are wanting a appraisal. We're not cold calling people. And there's such a massive difference with the engagement. And I can see here since the 10th of February this year, we've had Mason Realty has had 463 leads come through.
Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook leads, Instagram leads, which is fantastic, which equates to approximately 115 per month that's been generated, which is,
per month. So that, if my math's correct, about 30 leads per week. Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty great. That's quite a substantial amount of leads. And that actually, makes me very proud, because part of what we do is at Icon Media Co. is we have two different systems where we go on, where we do lead generation for both systems. We have a few clients on a system called the AOD system, where they don't have an AI-empowered appointment setup, or effective words as a client success manager, a CSM like you do, Elaina, where we are just generating Facebook leads through them, and they are calling them, some of our clients. But majority, 95% of our clients have an AI-empowered appointment setup, such as on your side now, Elaina, you've got Jack, Mr. Jackie Wood.
Yes.
How's that been going? What have you found that's great about that?
I feel that it frees up some space for me to be able to attend the appointments and do other tasks within the business to alleviate some of the workload. And the great aspect here is, since by doing this, I have actually employed a new team member, a sales associate, which now I can actually expand my business, which is wonderful. Since opening Mason Realty, it's probably just been over a year. So to be able to branch out and expand my business as myself is fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful. I believe why it's best suited in your case, would you say, Elaina, it does free up a lot of your time to have an AI-powered appointment setup? There's quite a substantial amount actually of the digital marketing companies out there, lead generation companies, but I haven't actually come across a company who does stuff the way we do, where we actually have appointments that are assigned to each client, where we take the time off their plate and we book in qualified appraisals of homeowners, of vendors looking to sell within the next 90 days. Now, out of the 43 appraisals, Elaina, out of the 43 appraisals we booked you, has there been any time wasters, or what have you found that really benefits from that?
We've worked out a way to filter through that. So obviously asking the right questions. The great aspect here is, obviously with the sales aspect, the 3 listings I've secured with Icon Media, 2 of them are above $1.2 million, which is fabulous. So the quality of leads are coming through. Obviously, with refinement, who's Mason Realty? Mason Realty is a boutique real estate agency in Stepney, which is attached to a business hub and a building company as well. So we are in expansion. Icon Media has helped get the word out a lot quicker, more efficiently, with less of a force, whereas cold calling, whereas what we're doing here is placing an ad, people are reaching out to us, and that's better engagement, and that's a better quality of professionalism.
Of course, yeah. If there was having to do a bit of cold calling, cold calling definitely isn't out of the scope that we do, because if there's any sort of quantity that comes through to us, myself as the CSD, as the client success director, training the appointment setters, I do believe that if there is anyone who even has a little sniff of selling, the appointment setters here at Icon can definitely sniff that out, and we'll be able to get you in the door. And then that's when your expertise comes in line, Elaina, where you get out there, your beautiful, friendly face, you get out there and you try and convert them to a listing. So, it sounds to me it's been working really well. And to be quite frankly honest with you, Elaina, I've heard nothing but good things about you. Always positive from Jack. You keep him busy. It's really good.
I appreciate the feedback, because everyone is valued, And I just feel we all can learn from each other and we all can help one another. And the blessing of actually working in a environment where everyone thrives, regardless of age.
Beautiful. And the appraisals you have booked in now, Elaina, you've had about 40 or so appraisals.
40 appraisals booked.
At the moment, there's been 3 generated listings from them.
Correct.
Yeah, beautiful. And out of the others, that haven't eventuated into a listing just as yet, Elaina, are you confident
There
a lot of
is
them are?
you in the pipeline. I have got good business relationships with a lot of my clients, well, now clients, based through getting in the door with the services that Icon Media presented to me, which is fantastic. So I know there is about 3 to 5 in the pipeline through Icon Media and obviously my own personal database as well.
Beautiful. At Icon, we adapt. We learn to adapt with all sort of real estate agents in Australia and New Zealand. I understand that real estate is the number one most important thing about real estate is connection, is connecting with peoples. Yeah. And if you get along with them, they really trust you because what I find is, homes to Australians and Kiwis, homes is like their children, they can become deeply, deeply connected to. You're in it every single day. So it becomes a part of you. And if they connect with you as a real estate agent, it makes the sale process a lot more simple. And I believe, that's why you're so good at what you do, Elaina, because you humanly connect with people very, very easy. And Elaina, Icon is really adaptable. We're able to connect with all sorts of personalities throughout the real estate process. A little bit about you. What makes Elaina Picken from Mason Realty different to some other agencies?
I think the genuine care that is real, the empathy towards people in their time of need. Real estate, buying a property or selling a property is a very emotional situation, regardless of why the purpose of selling your property. And I just feel when you are genuine, you are real, you do care, you do make the effort. People can genuinely see that. I'm not there just to sell your house. It is a personal experience. It's connecting with people. People don't buy or sell from people they don't like. And to have the opportunity to actually create my own brand from scratch with industry, like in reality, I've actually had my diploma since 2021. So I should be able to create a brand and have that confidence to do that and not shy away from stepping into my own business platform. I think that's quite courageous.
Beautiful. I might take my absolute hat off to you, Elaina, for, it's not an easy thing going out on your own, starting, your own business, especially in the real estate game. Genuinely, has Icon Media Co helped you out in a way?
It eliminated the absolute stress of how can I actually get leads with a new business, with the advertisements and the campaigns that we've been running, to even like from February this year to have 463 leads that people are wanting to inquire into Mason Realty is absolutely fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful. That makes me extremely proud to, hear that, companies working together. And one thing I think sets Icon apart from most other companies is Mr. Salib, Mr. Maurice. He is, to me, he's a role model. He's a mentor. He's different to most big company owners, where he genuinely cares about everything in his company. Although, he could step away and let the team run it. He will never, ever do that because this is his heart and soul, Icon Media Co. And, would you say it's fair to say, Elaina, that Maurice, really treats everyone with the utmost respect and genuinely cares?
Absolutely. He understood what I needed to get my business started, which is leads. It's connections, and it's not forcefully connecting. People are coming to using the service that's where, as we work together, they're coming to us. They're coming to me to get an appraisal. So it's really changed the dynamic of how real estate's actually moving forward in the future.
Beautiful. The thing we've got building at the moment between business to business, between Mason and Icon Media Co, and you've got Mr. Jackie Williams by your side, holding your hand throughout the whole process, Elaina. He talks the utmost respect about you, how good Elaina is, very, very good at communication. From my understanding, it's going really, really well at the moment. The start of the long, long road ahead, the business relationship. But, it's really nice to hear that we've been helping each other out, Elaina. And
well, that's the business process. When you help one another out, things grow. That's my normal methodology. I feel that it is important to work with the right people and the right businesses.
Beautiful, beautiful. And hey, Elaina, genuinely, would you recommend us to any other company looking to start their own business in real estate or looking at generating more appraisals?
Well, I have received calls from other real estate agents, business owners, women in business, and I do strongly recommend them to partner up with the right people. I find our business partnership successful, and I feel if you're the right person, then you certainly can benefit from it too. Beautiful.
Sounds good. Elaina, pleasure as always. You're an absolute gem to work with. You make our jobs that much more simple. I really, really appreciate your time today. It's always a pleasure catching up, discussing. What I really like about you, you really do make my job. You make everyone's job at Icon a lot more simple. You're an absolute gem because you're easy to work with. You're very communicative and you're good at your job. You're really good at what you do and you're able to convert listings into sales. So, deeply, deeply thank you so much, Elaina, for making the process just so much more simple. And I'm seriously, seriously excited for the road ahead.
Well, I just want to say thank you, Beckham. I appreciate your time today. I appreciate Icon Media and look forward to working with you and the team for a long road ahead to build both our brands, which I know will do exceptionally well with the right partnerships.
Absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Elaina, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Ciao. Have a good day.
You too.